What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, man, Jay Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy before you end up like BZ. But make sure you follow my Instagram and Twitch, man. In the description down below. Everything you need to know about your boy Jay is in the description down below, you know what I'm saying? As for me, I do not watch WNBA, you know what I'm saying? And I tried to watch women's sports, man. You know, I just like seeing the, you know what I'm saying, boy James. I like seeing windmills, bro. I like seeing dunks. I just like seeing, you know, us. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just say it like that. Women, please, women, please. You know what I mean? Don't get angry now. You feel me? But I just like watching us. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm gonna keep it real. Now I'm gonna keep it G with you. Now, when I was watching women's college basketball, when Caitlin was there, that junk was lit, but no cap. I ain't gonna lie, the junk was lit. With Iowa going with it, with LSU, South Carolina, with Cardone. I ain't gonna lie, Angel Reese, Flau'jae, you know, you had Caitlin Clark going at it. That junk was hard, I ain't gonna cap. But, you know, when Caitlin Clark left the college level, I lost interest. You know what I mean? She's literally the reason why I started watching college. So when she left, I left too. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to be real. When she left, oh shoot, Jesus, help me in the name of shoot. Hold on, y'all. Oh shoot. Ooh, okay, cool. You know what I mean? I don't know what the heck was going on, you know what I mean? But when Caitlin Clark left, I left too. The moment she declared for the WNBA draft, I knew in my heart and my soul I would not watch another women's college basketball game in my life. Angel Reese left too. Oh yeah, it's over, brother. It's over. You know what I mean? But I don't watch the WNBA at all. I'm going to keep it real with you. But, you know, we got why the WNBA doesn't respect Caitlin Clark. Yeah, man, I was tuning into the WNBA, you know, in like the beginning when Caitlin Clark came in and Angel Reese came in, but, you know, I kind of got bored, you know what I mean? I'm going to keep it real with you, you feel me? But, you know, when I was watching the WNBA, you know what I mean? I just feel like some of y'all is just babying Caitlin Clark, honestly. You know what I mean? She get fouled and then y'all start making a little ruckus, bro. She just like, she not no ordinary player because she's got a lot of eyes on women's basketball for sure. I feel like she's changed women's basketball completely. But bro, that don't mean they're going to treat her any different. You know what I mean? She's not Jesus, bro, and she's not God. You know what I mean? Even though she changed the way women's basketball is viewed, I mean, that don't mean they not going to not be competitive with them. That don't mean they're not going to take it easy on her. It's like people expecting her to get treated like Jesus or God or something. You know what I'm saying? That's not the case, my brother. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you feel me? Just keeping it real with you, bro. They gonna play Caitlin Clark how they play everybody else. If she get fouled, that's on her. If she gets in a fight, that's on her. That's how it's gonna be. But nobody ain't finna cater to Caitlin Clark. See, y'all want people to cater to her. It ain't finna happen. So just because they don't cater to her, that don't mean they don't respect her.
Ever since Caitlin Clark was drafted #1 overall, she has not only made the WNBA relevant again, but helped the league reach new heights that they have never seen before. From breaking the record for the most viewed WNBA draft at 2.45 million, with the second highest being the 2004 draft with just 600,000, to helping her team, the Indiana Fever, who went from dead last
what a freak Caitlin Clark is.
Just 600,000, to helping her team, the Indiana Fever, who went from dead last in ticket sales to selling out almost every single game.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, you definitely need to treat her with some majestic. Treat her like a majesty. Treat her like the queen she is. You can't deny that though. Like, I ain't gonna lie, you can't deny that. But you last in ticket sales, and then when she came, now you're sold out. But you better treat that woman with respect. Yeah, treat her with respect. You know what I mean? Treat her with respect, for real. Because it seemed like the WNBA needs Caitlin Clark more than Caitlin Clark needs the WNBA. Nigga, you was dead last in ticket sales, now you sold out every game. Who you think that's because? You know what I'm saying? Nigga, if I'm watching the freaking, what's the team that she on? The Fever. If I'm watching the Fever, who you think I'm watching because? You think I'm watching because of Leah Boston? Shout out Boston though. But you think I'm watching because of who the heck is? Who is you? Who the freak 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 is you? I don't know nobody on this team other than Boston and Caitlin Clark. So you think I'm finna watch because of y'all? Who the freak is you?
Eva, who went from dead last in ticket sales to selling out almost every single game. The Caitlin Clark effect is real, and it has helped the WNBA revitalize its brand.
It's real.
Viewership records being broken constantly. As a result, WNBA players are earning more money, traveling in private jets, and playing in front of sold-out arenas for the first time in their careers. But the very players who have profited from Caitlin Clark's impact are disrespecting her at every turn.
Dang.
The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Yeah. No, it was because of Caitlin. I'm not gonna lie, I started watching because of Caitlin Clark, and I'm not gonna lie, Angel, that just made you look so. It's like at the end of the day, it's like when somebody getting their praise, bro, don't try to throw yourself in there. Know what I mean? That's one thing I'd never do. When somebody getting praise, when they getting all the attention, let them get all the praise and let them get all the attention. I'm not gonna be like, oh no, you know, it was because of me too, me. Nobody's talking about you right now. When people want to talk about you, Angel Reese, they gonna talk about you. You know what I'm saying? But all the attention is on her. You feel me? Don't try to bring it back to you. Oh, it's me. You know what I mean? Because Angel Reese was a part of that, but bro, literally, like I'm not gonna lie, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark literally is the reason I started watching, but Caitlin Clark was more of that reason. Because to be real, Caitlin Clark is just a better hooper than Angel Reese. It's just plain and simple. I'm honestly surprised that she's not on the NBA 2K cover. I'm surprised Angel Reese is on the NBA 2K cover. I don't know what their season is looking like, but you know, Caitlin Clark not being on the cover, that's crazy. You feel me? But just in my opinion, bro, it's just Caitlin Clark is just a better all-around player than Angel Reese. You know what I'm saying?
We watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
So why is it that the WNBA doesn't respect Caitlin Clark? Well, to best understand that, we need to look at Caitlin's origins. Growing up with two older brothers, Caitlin naturally developed a competitive nature, which showed early on as she played numerous sports as a child, from soccer, golf, tennis, volleyball, softball, and of course basketball. But by her sophomore year of high school, with college scholarships coming in as a result of her play on the court, Caitlin gave up everything to focus on basketball. I mean, the fact that she received her first letter of interest from Missouri State before 7th grade showed that she was destined to go the basketball route. By the end of her sophomore
season, that's a man that she playing again. Ain't no way that's a woman.
Showed that she was destined to go the basketball.
You never know these days. You know what I mean, man? Is that a she? Is that a man or a woman? That's a man. Like what?
Basketball route. By the end of her sophomore season,
no way, that's a woman.
Averaged 27 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists.
No way.
Ranking second in the state in scoring. Then in her junior season, Caitlin scored 60 points in one game, including 13 threes, which broke the state record. Then during her senior season, it only got better. She averaged an insane stat line of 33.4 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists.
Oh yeah, she was raw in Iowa, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Steals per game.
Like LSU had no answer for Iowa, bro. You know what I mean? Iowa literally outplayed LSU in every aspect of the game.
8 rebounds,
I watched
4
that.
assists, and 2.7 steals per game, leading the state in scoring for the second season in a row. By the time her high school career came to an end, ESPN ranked Caitlin as the 4th best player in her class and a 5-star prospect, with plenty of achievements to support that statement. Iowa Gatorade Player of the Year, member of the USA Under-19s World Cup team, Jordan Brand Classic selection, and Max Prep's All-American First Team. But rather than chase a powerhouse program out of state, Caitlin stayed home and committed to the Iowa Hawkeyes. Caitlin's impressive game in high school would quickly translate to the college level. Her long-range threes, court vision, and her confident demeanor helped her seemingly break records every other game, and put up averages in her first 2 years that instantly put her in the conversation as one of, if not the best women's college basketball player ever. And while many college basketball fans already knew about Caitlin's performance, Your first introduction to Caitlin Clark was most likely from a highly publicized controversy in the 2023 March Madness tournament. And it seems like the word controversy stays close to Clark's image, even after making it to the WNBA, whether it's in her control or not. But either way, in the Elite 8, Caitlin recorded her best playoff performance to date with 41 points, 12 assists, and 10
White girl bad, bro.
in a 97-83 victory over Louisville. And while her performance put her in the history books, Clark's behavior throughout the game is what sent the internet into a frenzy. Clips of her talking trash went viral on social media, such as when she said, "You're down 15 points, shut up," to Hailey Van Lith. Then, after knocking down her 6th three-pointer, she hit the John Cena.
Yeah. I mean, bro, when it comes to people who's played sports, we don't have a problem with this. It be the people who never played sports that get sensitive about it. You know what I mean? For us, bro, we like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we like that for sure. We ain't got no problem with that. Shut up. Yeah, it's competitive. It be the niggas that never touch the field, that never touch the freaking basketball court that got a problem with it. It be them thick folks that eat popcorn, drink Pepsi, just never don't got an inch of competitive bone in their body. Those be the people that take this junk serious. But for us, we like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? Talk your trash, do the John Cena face and everything. I like that. It ain't personal. You know what I mean? It's just competitive nature.
Then, after knocking down
that's who got a problem with it.
She hit the John Cena "You Can't See Me" taunt, which was also directed at Hailey Van Lith. Also, that's what the media wants us to think.
Hannah was 5'2".
Caitlin Clark.
Hannah was 5'2". I ain't gonna lie. I like Hannah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know where she at. I don't know if she's still at Iowa, but she was hard too.
At Hailey Van Lith. Also,
So
that's
she
what
was-
the media wants us to think.
She was
When
5'2".
Caitlin Clark did the "You Can't See Me" gesture, it was against Louisville.
Yeah.
And it looked like it was directed towards you. Walk me through it from your vantage point.
Right after the game, I texted her and I was like, the media is dumb. I'm sorry. They just make stuff up. And then they just put it all over the internet and everyone thinks it's true. We were laughing about it because she did it to her strength coach. She didn't do it to anyone on our
crazy.
team, especially me. I didn't even see it in the game. I was probably, dribbling the ball up the court after she just hit a 3 in our face. It's just funny how, like, camera angles and perceptions are skewed.
Bruh, that's why I be saying. That's why I do not mess with this internet, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Internet is weird, bro. I'm telling you. Internet is freaking strange, bro. It's a strange place. That's why I be trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all got to get off the internet, man. The internet, man, it's a dangerous place, bro. It is a dangerous place. You know what I mean? You can't, bro, the internet is just the internet, bro.
It's just funny how, like, camera angles and perceptions are skewed.
I love, she said, media's wrong. You guys are dumb.
It was hilarious. We laughed about it after. So my perception, I don't even have one because I didn't even know it happened until I saw it over Instagram later.
As we continue to dive deeper into Caitlin's career, you'll start to see just how much the media amplifies every situation. And Clark's matchup against LSU in the national championship would be no exception. LSU was simply the
God. When I mean, bro, this media turned this junk into a race war. Oh my God. Bro, I was like, bro, can we just play basketball? I'm talking about, bro, it was white versus black, black versus white. I'm like, here they go. So these little weird folks, here they go. That's why I be trying to tell y'all, the unathletic folks, they the ones that doing this, bro. You know what I mean? Like the niggas that I was saying, the ones that ain't got an inch of competitive bone in their body, they be the ones, bro. They be the ones doing all this. Talking about what does black and white got to do with hooping? I don't care what color you are, bro. If you can hoop, you can hoop. You should have seen it. Number black and white and black going against. I'm like, bro, here you go, making everything about color. That's why I hate America. Can't do nothing without people just looking at color, bro. Can we just hoop, bro, and shut up? Thank you folks so annoying, and I can't stand America.
team in the championship matchup.
I like America. I just don't like the people. That's what it is. I like America. You know what I'm saying? I like America for sure. I just don't like the people in America. I wish y'all could just go to another. Y'all can go. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just go somewhere else. You feel me?
Caitlin just couldn't take on the entire team by herself. Although scoring 30 points along with 8 three-pointers, Iowa still lost 102-85. However, what caused a firestorm online was the result of Caitlin's arch nemesis, Angel Reese, and her actions near the end of the game. Reese would follow Clark, waving her hand in her face, the exact same taunt that Caitlin did a few days earlier. Reese then pointed at her ring finger, since LSU was seconds away from winning the national championship. The clip of Angel Reese taunting Caitlin went super viral, and was the beginning of the most controversial beef in women's basketball history.
I don't take disrespect lightly, and she disrespected Alexis and my girls. South Carolina, they still my SEC girls too. Then y'all not gonna disrespect them either. So
Angel Reese simply received way more hate for
to my classes. See what I'm saying? Like, golly, bro. Classless. Like, shut the freak up. Know what I mean? For classless piece of ish. Shut the freak up, gang. These be the main people, bro, that talk about you on the internet, bro. And then, and that's what I'm saying, you're not even verified for real. You know what I'm saying? That's what, nigga, you paying for, like you talking, but you paying for a blue check. Nigga, you have no reason to talk. You want validation so bad. You know you looking for attention. This nigga paying for a blue check. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be the most weirdest niggas to pay for a blue check. That's how you know you just want validation. You want people to look at you so bad. Niggas like you, I don't take serious at all. You know what I'm saying? Definitely don't take people serious outside, but nigga, you bought them. Nigga, you paying monthly for a blue check. Make that make sense. You feel me? Classless piece of ish. Nigga, shut the freak up. Nigga, ain't no such thing as being class when it comes to sports in my book. That's what it is. I'm tired of all this class and all this. I'm not going to disrespect you, bro, but when it's competitive, when we on that flow, nigga, we're not friends. When I'm going against you in Madden, we ain't friends. When I'm going against you, nigga, you are not my friend. I don't give a F what you talking about.
Taunts than Caitlin Did for doing pretty
what
much
an
the
effing idiot.
Same thing. Angel and her supporters believe that she was...
See? Clark did the same thing. That's why she did what she did. Who cares? I'm going to go ahead and say it. When the white folk do it, no comment. Black folk do it, it's classless. It's what it is. See, this when it start right here, though. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't going to cap. I'm going to keep it G with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like who the freak cares? You know what I'm saying? You know, who the freak cares?
Only receiving negative criticism because she was black. Even Caitlin didn't think that Angel deserved the backlash for taunting her, and it seemed like Angel Reese had the same respect towards Clark as well. But it wouldn't take long until the beef between them. It seemed like Angel Reese had the same respect towards Clark as well. But it wouldn't take long until the beef between these two would become more intense.
It's not beef between them, bro.
Caitlin Clark points out the no call then.
During the Elite Eight,
fans beefing. It's the fans.
Caitlin Clark ultimately got a revenge on Reese and the LSU Tigers, putting up 41 points and 12 assists, helping Iowa take down LSU 94-87. After defeating UConn in the Final Four, Iowa made it to the national championship game once again. But unfortunately, her 30 points wasn't enough to beat South Carolina, and that would mark the end of Caitlin Clark's college career. As great as Caitlin was during college, she was never able to secure a championship title. However, the truth is,
it's just because our team was just better all around. But Iowa did their thing versus LSU. Though I ain't gonna lie to you, they definitely outplayed them for sure.
She was never able to secure a championship title. However, the truth is, Clark didn't need to win a championship to be considered one of the greatest women basketball players in college history.
No cap.
Her star power brought in millions of new fans. That has not only benefited women's basketball, but Caitlin's pockets as well. The national championship game in 2023 between LSU and Iowa reached 9.9 million viewers, making it the most viewed women's college basketball game in history at the time, until that record was crushed the next year, when the championship game between Iowa and South Carolina reached 18.9 million viewers. And thanks to the NCAA finally allowing college athletes to be able to make money,
she was getting paid.
Caitlin Clark took full advantage of this opportunity, signing a number of brand deals from Wilson's Sporting Goods, State Farm, Gatorade, Panini, Hy-Vee, Nike, H&R Block, Gamebridge, and Goldman Sachs. So once she was drafted overall to the Indiana Fever, along with bringing the highest viewed WNBA draft ever, it was obvious Clark's presence in the league was going to help out everybody involved. So surely the players, refs, and commissioner would at least treat her with respect. But that couldn't be fair.
It's not about that, bro. It's not about that. See, this is what I disagree with you. It's not about respect, bro. She's not finna get a cakewalk, bro. If anything, they gonna try to be extra hard on her. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, showing her, oh yeah, this ain't Iowa. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not finna be that way. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they disrespecting her. They just, roughing her up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? When you between them lines, bro, it's no friends, gang. Not finna respect. They not finna give her, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. They ain't finna give you nothing. Nobody in this life gives you anything. You got to work for everything in this life, bro. You know what I mean? Everybody got to work. She got to work too. Just how it is. Even though she is the reason why the WNBA has skyrocketed with views, you ain't finna just get things easy, bro. Y'all want her to get things easy. It don't work like that in this world. You gotta work for everything. Everything you want, you gotta work for it. Simple as that. You want to be great, you gotta work for that greatness.
From the truth.
Want to be the best in the WNBA?
In the league,
you gotta work for it.
Victim to several WNBA veterans that just couldn't accept that she was now the face of the league. And one of her earliest haters was none other than the legendary Diana Taurasi. Diana Taurasi has been vocal in her criticism towards Clark for reasons still unknown. One of her earliest comments was when Taurasi said Clark had it easy in college, warning that she would face the harsh reality of the WNBA.
Reality is coming. Okay. You know, there's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it.
Look, I'm gonna keep it real. I genuinely feel like I can beat some of y'all in the WNBA. I'm gonna keep it G with you. Like, I genuinely feel like I can beat some of y'all in the WNBA. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, dead for real, gang. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real with you, bro.
And you see it on the NBA side, and you're gonna see it on this side, where you know you look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're gonna come with some grown women that've been playing professional basketball for a long time.
But it wouldn't stop there. Taurasi also added that if it was up to her, Clark would not be the #1 pick.
I'm taking Paige. Next question.
Yeah, he just blatantly hating for no reason. It wasn't even, you ain't even gotta say that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many rookies that turned out to be like, even in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? The NBA, bro, it's got some rookies that came out the gate just straight balling. You a hooper no matter what a freak you go. You know what I mean? Straight like that.
Clark would not be the #1.
You really a hooper?
I'm taking Paige. Next question.
So if you had the #1 pick this year, you would take Paige over Caitlin?
Absolutely.
Even though Caitlin has never spoken ill of Taurasi, she still was subject to hate from a player that she looked up to as a kid. But she certainly got her revenge where it mattered the most, on the court. In their first matchup, Clark outperformed Taurasi, posting a double-double consisting of 15 points and 12 assists, leading the Fever to victory.
She shot terrible though.
Taurasi sidelined, Caitlin took control once again, putting up
shot
another
better
double-double, leading to a blowout victory. As the third and final matchup came around, Diana Taurasi had one last chance to outperform Clark. But of course, that wouldn't happen, as Clark put up 29 points and 10 assists, leading to an easy victory. Taurasi claimed Clark was in for a rude awakening entering the league, but after being outplayed in every single matchup, and with Clark putting the cherry on top by winning the Rookie of the Year, Diana had no choice but to eat her words.
Unfortunately, reality is coming to me now.
Another WNBA legend that voiced her frustrations toward Caitlin was A'ja Wilson. I think it's a huge thing. I think a lot of people may say it's not about black and white, but to me, it is. They don't see it as markable. So it doesn't matter how hard.
Y'all make it about black and white. It's not about black and white. Y'all make it about black and white. It be the fans. The fans the problem. That'd be the problem. Look at it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was just finna say something, gang. You know what I'm saying? All I gotta say is change that profile pic, please, brother, please. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, the fans is a problem. That really is the problem. Like, even between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, it wasn't really no beef. Y'all fans made it someday what really was. It be the fans, bro. The fans really the problem, bro. Be y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to them. Don't feed into y'all BS. You know what I'm saying? That's what, same thing with rappers. You know what I mean? Y'all fans that got a lot of people killed, bro. A lot of blood, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. Y'all, blood is on a lot of y'all hands, but y'all think because y'all on the internet, everything cool, everything sliding. Bro, just because you on the internet, bro, you don't think God look at that, bro? Like, bro, y'all be on the internet just talking crazy. What if you was the reason why such and such killed itself, bro? What if you was the reason why such and such died? You don't think like that, bro? And you think you ain't gonna get judged for that? They think because they on this phone, it don't matter. I'm on the phone and then get in real life. I'm talking about they be speaking so bad against these players, and then when you get in real life, you see one of these players, now you a fan. It's like, how you a different person? On the internet, you a weirdo, but then in real life, you a fan? Like, what? That's why I say the internet is two different worlds, bro. Two different worlds. The whole time, this man is a flat-out weirdo on the internet. Then you get in real life, now you're a whole fan. Now you're a real nigga. Make it make sense, bro.
It doesn't matter what we all do as black women. We're still going to get swept underneath the rug. That's why it boils my blood when people say it's not about race, because it is.
And bro, A'ja Wilson does not get swept around, bro. A'ja Wilson, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a huge Las Vegas star when asked about the rate. Bro, come on. Agent Wilson, bro. You one of the biggest WNBA stars, bro. Come on. You're not getting swept underneath the road. No, you're not, bro. If anything, people still talking about you, bro. More than, like, come on, bro. Like, you was getting, like, come on, bro. When you was getting attention, it wasn't about black and white. Now, since somebody else getting attention, now it's about black and white. Now, like, come on, bro. Nobody's sweeping you underneath the rug. Nobody's sweeping you underneath the rug, Agent Wilson, bro. Sound like, bro, I don't know. Maybe you just want all the attention.
Others simply say it's just because she's an incredible player. But former player Cheryl Swoops couldn't disagree more with that statement. Cheryl wasn't just a WNBA player. She might have been one of the best of all time, leading the Houston Comets to 4 consecutive
titles. Who the freak is this?
A 3-time MVP and a member of the Basketball Hall of Fame. So as someone
like, who the frick is this?
3-time MVP and a member of the Basketball Hall of Fame. So as someone as legendary as Cheryl Swoops is for women's basketball, it might be a surprise to you when she attempted to undercut Caitlin's accolades with claims that were blatantly false, with her first argument trying to prove Clark's scoring record in college isn't valid.
But if you're going to break a record, this isn't just for Caitlin, but you asked me about Caitlin. If you're going to break a record, to me, if it's legitimate, you have to break that record in the same amount of time that that player set it. Okay. Right? So if Kelsey Plum set that record in 4 years, well, Caitlin should have broke that record in 4 years. But because there's a COVID year and then there's another year, you know what I mean? So she's already had an extra year to break that record. So is it truly a broken record?
Yeah.
Cheryl Swoops is just wrong here, as Caitlin only played 4 seasons, not 5. Even when asked how many years Caitlin had been in college, Cheryl couldn't give a straight answer.
She doesn't have to go, like she doesn't have to.
So what year is this for her?
So this is her, she's a senior.
There you go.
She's a senior, but I think her COVID year was last year or this year. I don't know.
But that wouldn't stop her from spreading misinformation.
Don't even know what the freak she talking about. So loud and so wrong. Whole times it's not even her 5th, it's her 4th season. So loud and so wrong, bro.
Experience that gives you over other players coming in, right? So people say, dang, like he or she's killing them. But you have a 25-year-old playing against a 20-year-old. Like,
doesn't matter.
You should be killing them.
No, it doesn't matter. Age is literally just a number, bro. It doesn't matter at all, bro. You know what I mean? Just because you older, that doesn't mean you're better. It's some younger folks in the NBA that's way better than niggas. Like, just keeping the G with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Age is really, like, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real. That's just a number for real. You're better than a nigga, you better than a nigga. Point blank, period. No matter how old you are, no matter how younger you are.
At the time this video was recorded, Caitlin was 22 years old, not 25. Caitlin only took 20 shots per game during her college career, double than what Cheryl Swoops claimed. After receiving backlash for the misinformation, this was her response.
I'm gonna say this, and then I wanna be done with this whole conversation. So for people to come at me and say that I made those comments because I'm a racist, like, first of all, black people can't be racist.
Yeah, you can. Oh my God. How y'all think who made that junk up, bro? You know what I'm saying? Who made that junk up talking about black people can't be racist? How can you not like a white person because of what their ancestors did? And the whole time, you don't like white people. You got a whole bunch of black people that's walking around acting like they're a victim to slavery. Nigga, you never went through none of that. So why are you acting like you have been through that? Matter of fact, nigga, has a white person ever done you wrong in your life? A lot of y'all black people just followers, though. So one black person think away, now y'all finna think this way too. And no white person has ever done y'all wrong at all. For real, the people that be doing you wrong is the black people. But you don't like white people. But the people who do you the most wrong is black people? What the freak? But you call them your people? What? That don't work in my book. I call people my people. I don't give a freak what skin color we are. My people is the people that treat me right. That's what I say. For me, I don't identify as a black community. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't believe in all that community, black community, white community, Chinese community, and all that. That's just meant to divide, bro. I ain't a part of no community. I'm part of the community that treats me right. The people that treats me right, that's who is my people. I think I'm not gonna say you my people just because you my same color as me. Y'all know how dumb that sounds? Just literally, just think about it, y'all. I'm saying that we're people because we're the same color. Whole time, me and this white man over here pee, just as I pee, he pee. Just as I do, he do. He do the same thing as me. The only difference between me and him is that we're just different shades. There's nothing different about me or him. So what makes him not my people? Just because I'm not the same shade, but we still do everything just the same. If I poke a pen, if I poke a little pen in my skin, it's gonna bleed what? Red. Poke a pen in his skin, it's gonna bleed what? Red. We just the same, bro. We just a different shade. That's the only thing different about us, bro. Our shade. But just because you the same shade as me, I don't know you from a can of paint. Nigga, I don't know your name. I don't know who the freak you are. But just because we're the same shade of color. I done been through the same struggles you or nothing. I don't know you from a can of paint. But just because we're the same color, I just automatically supposed to say you're my people. You know how stupid that sounds? We're both the same color, so yeah, you're my people. And they're not. The freak? Who the freak are you? What makes you my people? Dude, look. Okay? Same shade as me, cool, dude.
But like that's
talking about black people can't be racist. Y'all for sure can be racist. I ain't gonna cap to you. You feel me? Saying you don't like white folks, saying you don't do this, you're racist. Whether you like it or not. You ain't been through none of that cotton, you ain't been through none of this slavery, you ain't been through none of that. You feel me?
Farthest thing from my mind. Like, I grew up in a very small West Texas town, predominantly white. My best childhood friend is white. Like, I'm a black woman, you know? So it's important for me that I speak up for people that look like me. Like, it's Black History Month. So,
F that history.
Like, our ancestors fought and died for us to have opportunities that we have today. I have, like, no issues with Caitlin. Her breaking the record, I think, obviously is a tremendous accomplishment. Although, you know, we could get into that discussion also.
And while Caitlin has dealt with criticism from vets in her league, the moment that every fan knew that there was jealousy was when Caitlin was snubbed from the USA basketball roster for the 2024 Olympics. At the time, Caitlin Clark had already done an incredible job marketing the WNBA within the United States. But now with the opportunity for her to
hating
join
on
the
this
USA
woman, bro. She not
team,
saying nothing. She not saying nothing back. She just plainly just hooping. That's how weird people is. She just hooping. She ain't coming out being arrogant. Yeah, I'm the reason, y'all. I'm the reason. Even though she could do that, she ain't doing it. Yeah, I'm the reason WNBA like this. Yeah. She ain't coming out saying nothing. This woman is just plainly just hooping. And even when people attacking her name, she still ain't saying nothing.
it was time to showcase her
Not
on the
crazy,
world stage. But of course, she was left off the roster, and the outcome is just comical. Before Team USA matched up against Japan, a Japanese fan held up a sign saying, "You need Caitlin Clark to beat us." Also, on one particular day, there was 6 women's basketball games happening at the Olympics. The game with Team USA had the lowest attendance.
It was a stupid...
Let me see. You know Steven ain't gonna say
Team
something.
USA had the lowest attendance.
It was a stupid decision because it compromises what your ultimate goal is, which is to elevate the WNBA brand. How can you be that idiot? I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about Team USA. How could you be that idiotic and not make that call when throughout history, Team USA has been in part about marketing? It's dumb.
And while Team USA did win the gold medal, let's be real, they would have won it even if Caitlin was on the roster. But even after mentioning all the things that prove that WNBA players are jealous and envious of Caitlin Clark, it isn't made any more obvious than when we see her targeted on the court. Check out this intentional foul by Kennedy Carter, who seems to have called her a bitch before knocking her to the ground.
You know, I don't know Caitlin. I don't know her from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day...
Bro, you know Caitlin, bro. Come on, bro. You don't know Caitlin. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't know her, you know what I'm saying? But you know of her, you know what I'm saying? Don't act like you just don't know. You know of Caitlin.
For knocking her to the ground.
You know, I don't know Caitlin. I don't know her from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this is hoops. It's competitive, and this is basketball. And you're playing against somebody like me. I classify myself as a dog. So if you're gonna throw a punch, then I'm gonna compete with you. I'm gonna play at the level that you're given. So that's just the player that I am.
I said that at the beginning.
Chicago Sky player
say that at the beginning.
Clark to the ground. this Seattle Storm player who intentionally sped up just to bump into Caitlyn. Angel Reese, who lunged her arm into Caitlyn's head, knocking her down.
Bro, she didn't mean to hear
Just
her,
to
bro.
put
Come
into
on, bro.
perspective how much Caitlyn has been targeted since entering the league, 17% of flagrant fouls in the entire WNBA during her rookie season were committed against her. And it will only be a matter of time until Caitlyn gets injured and the league will have to suffer the consequences. Well, that happened, and in the 4 games Caitlyn missed, ticket prices dropped from $137 to $80, with the cheapest ticket options going for just $13 and $11. So unless the WNBA starts respecting Caitlin Clark, this will be the biggest missed opportunity in sports history. It's just a matter of time until we see how the WNBA decides to treat her from here on out.
Dang. Yeah, it junk ain't nothing like the NBA, bro. Y'all dead for real need her for sure. Dang. Golly. Y'all dead for real need her. Yeah. Well, yeah, make sure to subscribe and turn the bell like the video, man. Y'all dead for real need her for sure. Dang, that's crazy. Yeah.